Welcome to this DaCdb session on submitting your monthly attendance reports. This is part of the DaCdb video training series. You can find more of these trainings on our website under Resources, a guide to the district database. And you can also find them on our YouTube channel as a series of training for club secretaries and other members. This training assumes that you've already learned how to log in to DaCdb and specifically how to log in as a club officer. So if you have not yet learned that, you may view that video or you may refer to the other documentation. And once you know how to log in as a club officer, you will be ready to proceed with making changes to your club records, including submitting attendance. How can you be sure that you have logged in as a club officer? Well, take a look at the upper right-hand corner of the DaCdb screen. And what we see is that I am currently logged in as Ray Shire, PDG, that is me, and that I am District 5320. The -4 means that I am in fact logged in as a club officer, level 4. So I am able then to go ahead and make corrections or submit attendance reports in my club's records. As with all of our DaCdb trainings, you will notice that the top of the screen for DaCdb contains the tabs that are available for you to see as a club officer. We're most concerned with the attendance tab, and of course we're going to pay attention as we go to any submenus that pop up as we move from tab to tab. So we're moving off of the home tab and we are going instead to the attendance tab by clicking on the tab. What we get when we click the attendance tab is a little ad for DaCdb. Now, DaCdb does have a premium module for attendance. It runs about $82 annually. And what it allows you to do is to keep track of your members' attendance on a member-by-member basis. Now, why would you want to do this? There's a couple of reasons. The first is if you have a large club, you want to be able to check them in efficiently. And if you have subscribed to the DaCdb module, you can actually use an iPad or a laptop or another device and check them in as they come in the door. If you do that, your attendance report is essentially done for you on a week-by-week basis. The second reason you may want to do this is if you want to keep track of individual member attendance for recognition purposes or to be able to send emails to people who have been missing for one reason or another. You can go ahead and email them from DaCdb and tell them that you missed them. Or in the unfortunate event that a member needs to be terminated because of attendance, this will track and provide support for that board decision. If you do not have this module, you will have to compute your monthly average attendance percentage by some other method. Now, I have a small club, so I'm able to keep track of them pretty well, and I use an Excel spreadsheet to keep track of who attended, what meeting or event, and then I let that Excel spreadsheet calculate my monthly attendance average, and then I'm ready to go and submit my attendance in DaCdb. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to look at the menu line under the attendance tab, click Submit Attendance, and it's going to pull up for me automatically my club. And I'm going to go and pick the drop-down menu for the month ending. This one is going to be December of 2014. The next thing I do is I take a look at the hint to the right of the total membership. This tells me what my current DaCdb roster says for my club. It's very important to look at that each month because if you think it's wrong, you need to go back to your My Club setup and do your additions or deletions, terminations to your roster so that your DaCdb roster agrees to what you think it should be. Do that before you complete the attendance because that way you'll save yourself some editing problems down the road. But this is really an important check for you in order to make sure that month by month your DaCdb records are up to date. It's especially important now as we have the new club invoice system, and you won't have that opportunity to change those invoices that come out twice a year. Whatever you say is your membership in the DaCdb roster is what you're going to get billed for. So be sure to check that on a month by month basis. Now, I happen to know that Orange Plaza does in fact have 10 members. So I'll go ahead and confirm that I have 10 members at the end of the month. And I computed in my Excel spreadsheet that it was 82% attendance. So I'm going to put that in. But we only had 2 meetings. 2 meetings because we meet on Wednesday evening, and 2 of those were holidays. So I'm going to put in the reason why we only had 2 meetings, Christmas and New Year's Eve. And when I do that, and I'm ready to go, I will click Submit Attendance Report. And it has been accepted. But whoops, maybe I computed my 82% incorrectly because I actually added a member in December. And I think I might have mistakenly included him in the overall percentage when he should have only been included in the last 2 weeks. So maybe I need to change that percentage. What can I do? Well, first of all, let me see what I actually put in the attendance module. I can review that. So if I view attendance, holy moly, I see everybody. You can tell me how I'm doing against everybody else. I changed that to December so I can see the December reports like I just did. Well, this is going to tell me how all the district is doing. This is public information for Rotarians. It's here on the DaCdb. It's also posted on our district website. We don't keep it a secret. So this is the report that the governor sees and uses in order to measure the health of the clubs. So we can see ourselves here, the beginning members at the beginning of the year, the members we have currently, the change to date, how we did compared to last month. Most of these clubs have not yet reported yet, so that's what it says NA, the number of meetings held, the average attendance for the month. So let me come down to Orange Plaza, and we see for Orange Plaza, I had 11 members at the beginning of the year. Now I have 10. I've lost a net 1 since the beginning of the year, but I picked up 1 in December. And I only held 2 meetings in December, and there's that 82%, which bothers me. This last column, where do I rank in the total percentages reported for the month? I'm number 1. Nobody else has really reported yet, but that, that's nice to know, but not essential to worry about. So I want to change that 82%. It should be 92% because that new member skewed my figures. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here, the Edit Attendance. And what it's going to show me is all of the attendance reports that I have since the beginning of the year. And I have the opportunity to edit the fields that I created when I submitted my initial report. So let me click over here, the Edit button. And I'm going to come right over here to my attendance percentage and put in 92 instead. And that's the only change I really want to make. I'm not going to worry about the new people and the terminations because that's actually been reported anyway when I went ahead and updated my member database. So I'm not going to worry about that. But I have fixed the other items that appear on the attendance submission, and I click Update, which is very important. I see it now says 92, so now I feel satisfied with that. Okay, that's pretty much it for reporting attendance in DaCdb, but if you don't want to have to listen to this video once again, you should perhaps click on the instructions, and this is an overview of how to do stuff. And at the bottom there's a print this page. You can print it out, you can keep it in your club secretary's manual or in a convenient place so that you can refer to it yet again, and that will remind you of how to do attendance. And so let's take one more look at that. And this has been the attendance tab. And I thank you for your attention. For more videos, again, please refer to our district website under resources or visit our YouTube channel. Thank you for your attention. This has been Ray Shire, PDG for Rotary District 5320.